and increased insurance rates. Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving. Brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to Bearcat Radio, getting set for State Line Motors kickoff. As it is 21-7, Graham out in front in this one. Cats been good every other drive, so we'll see how they are this time. They scored in the middle drive, and it's been 3 and out the other 2. 10:51 to go till half. There's a kick. A little squibber off. Michael Bradley will field it at the 16-yard line, take it up past the 20, weaving past man out to the 28. Now he'll dive forward to the 30, and that's a good return there. Not really a quick return. He's just deceiving guys up close to 8 or 9 more yards than he would have had.
You know, that's about where we've been starting every drive so far. So they're pushing us to push 70 yards to get a drive off.
And Cats have been able to do it several times, or been able to do it at least once. Here we'll see if they got another trip in them this time with the football. Again, we're the only game in the Southwest District tonight for this Thursday night matchup. Tomorrow, a full slate of games in the Southwest District. A couple of big matchups. Marion and Richlands will play each other at Marion. Carroll goes into motion on the jet sweep. He breaks up past the 30, breaks a tackle to the 40, and he got the first down there, close to 12, maybe 13 yards. Good run there by Lane Carroll off that jet sweep, and that's been a play that the Cats have been implementing a lot the past 3 or so games, and that's a first down for Virginia High. And this is a team that's not going to give up. 21-7 the score. They've been down before, Mark.
They're very resilient. And what about Lane Carroll getting some more receiving yards on that jet sweep that he loves so much?
Yeah, we'll see how much more they go to that. They've went to that play. They've went to that jet motion several times, but they've handed it off. This time they'll go to the jet. This time Howard will take it up the middle on the fake and gets close to 4 yards. Good gain there up past the 45 to the 46-yard line. Second down and 6 coming up.
And I think the next step with that jet sweep is Jamie Lathrop's going to have to be able to keep that ball and make a pass over the middle or keep a run for himself on that. And that'll be the complete evolution of that play. Great for all of our athletes to be able to get involved on that.
And getting everybody into it over here on the home side. This time Carroll off the left side spins up near the line of scrimmage. He lost a half a yard there on the jet sweep. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 8. They're going to run a replacement off here defensively. The G-man are.
And, you know, this is probably the least amount that we've seen Alex Atkins and Aaron Rose in the backfield. And due to the fact of that is because they have to be able to play defense against this Graham offense.
Yeah, it's going to be a long night. If they're going to be tired on both sides. Got to keep them on one side. Lathrop looking downfield. He's under pressure. He's just going to hurl this one deep. He had Carroll. Overthrew him by 4 yards. Had Carroll streaking down the field. He was wide open, but again, Lathrop under heavy pressure. Couldn't get anything on that one. Couldn't get any accuracy on it and just sort of flung it out there hoping Carroll could get under it, and he overthrew it. 4th down and 7. Ball sitting on the 46-yard line. 9 minutes, 11 seconds to go until half. Carroll's going to have to make his way all the way back across the field to punt it away. It's a lot of work for him. And this is a very good Graham team. Finished 11-2 last season. There's the punt. This one's a low one. It hits down at the 20. They're not going to let Cook return it as it gets down inside the 10, and it lands right there at the 10.
Good job.
And that's where they'll down it. Good punt by Jamie, or Carroll, that is. Lane Carroll with the good punt. I was looking at Jamie Lathrop's name on our stat sheet. Lathrop. Good pass to Medley there on that middle drive, but since then, on the second drive of the game, it got them down to the inside the 5, but since then, the Cat offense has not been able to get a whole lot going. They've got a couple of first downs here and there.
And you know, with that pass, we were about 2 yards away from putting 7 more on the board for us, but you can't fault Jamie. A lot of pressure coming on that Graham defensive side.
1st and 10, Graham. A good punt, though, has pinned them back. Timeout called by the G-man. Like some confusion there, different formation than what they had discussed. We're going to take a timeout with them. It is 21-7 Graham. They've got the ball at the 10-yard line, their own 10, to start the drive. We'll be right back here on Bearcat Radio.
Bearcat Radio is brought to you by State Line Motors. Visit State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Alvin and the Chipmunks want to remind you to keep bacteria in food from making you ill with 4 simple steps.
This will be a walk in the park.
Clean. Wash hands and surfaces often.
I'm waiting for the rinse cycle.
Separate. Keep raw meats away from ready-to-eat foods.
Yep.
Cook. Make sure meat, poultry, and seafood is cooked to the right temperature.
Fire in the hole!
And chill. Refrigerate food promptly.
Bingo!
Check your steps at foodsafety.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council. The road trip to food safety starts at foodsafety.gov.
You're listening to the best high school football in the Tri-Cities on the Bearcat Sports Radio Network.
Welcome back to Bearcat Radio. It's 1st and 10 Graham as they're backed up inside the 10-yard line, right at the 10. First down and goal after the timeout. That was the first timeout called in the ball game by either team. 9:01 to go until halftime. There's a snap. This time off to the left side with the give. Can't see the number from here. It's a long ways to there. It's got maybe a yard on the carry. 8:50 on the clock. 1st and 10, that is. I said 1st and goal, evidently Mark heard. So sorry about that.
It's confusing. You're down back at the end zone there. I get it.
Yeah, they're backed in to their own goal line is what I said, I thought. But maybe not. Shotgun look. 2 running backs in the backfield. A quick screen off to the left side, this time to Cook, out past the 15. He breaks a tackle to the 20, still weaving out to near the 25 before he's finally brought down by a group of Bearcats. He got the first down by close to 3 yards. Out past the 20 to the 24. Just a tough offense to stop. They've got so many weapons. They can run it on you, but they've got those screen plays if they can go to at any time.
And like I mentioned before, Dylan, with how far our corners play back, I've said it all week, it's going to be an issue for us.
2 running backs in the backfield. There's a snap, a quick handoff here. This time it's Lester up past the 30. Breaks the tackle to the 40. As he falls forward across the 40-yard line for the first down. Got close to 16 there, 14 yards, 15 there on the carry, that is. Out to the 41 or 39-yard line, 1st and 10, Graham. You're just tuning in. 21-7, G-Man out in front of the Bearcats. 7:56 to go until half. Starting off with all sorts of fireworks. Had a big drive by Graham, and then Virginia High answered back, and then a little speed option this time. He tosses to Lester, and then he's met there. Lester got only 2 yards there after the pitch, up inside up past the 40 to the 41. It's 2nd down and 8.
If I was Matthew Dean, I'd start acting like I'm going to hit the quarterback, force him to make that pitch, and then be there to stop the running back on the outside.
Right there, though, good closure by this defense at Virginia High. Brings up 2nd down and 8. Here's where you got to keep them back. Can't let this team get 3rd down and short. 2 wide receivers to the left. There's the snap. This time a handoff off to the right side. This is Lester. He's got room to run. He makes a man miss at the 50. Past the 50 to inside the 45. Down at the right at the 40-yard line. And Lester with another good run. Breaks loose there and showed off some moves on the outside. He's on the right hash. So G-Man working left to right across the field.
First down isn't the problem for us. We're getting them back 2nd and long. 2nd down seems to be the issue where we're giving up long plays of 11, 16, 13 yards this drive.
Saw a couple of big plays early by this defensive line. We're able to get pressure on the quarterback. With the way this team works, they don't have to have a whole lot of time to get passes off. The quick screen game, plus they're running the ball most of the time. On 76% of the plays this year, they've ran the ball. There's a snap. Here's a pass. This is Cook. He dropped the ball. It almost went straight into Bizzell, who was behind Cook. He could have caught it on the ricochet, but he was awful close there, and would have had to react awful quick. It's
I don't
incomplete.
think anybody has that quick a hand. That was a rocket.
Yeah, didn't have much of a chance at grabbing that one. Cook's good, but that right there was a hard pass. The G-Man logo. Of course, got the sheriff's badge with the G. It's almost like the Georgia G. Yellow face mask. Gray pants with A yellow stripe. Here's a handoff straight up the middle. That's a good tackle there. There's a flag, though. They're going to get a horse collar. Horse collar on Thomas Barlow. He got in the backfield but pulled him down by the back of the jersey. I don't know.
To be completely honest with you, I thought it was just enough jersey.
Hey, you got to get him somewhere, I guess, whenever he's coming off from behind. But they do call penalty on the Cats. They're trying to argue their case over there. That whole defensive line is, but it's called on Barlow.
A 15-yard mark-off.
15-yard penalty. Puts the ball inside the 30, 1st and 10 Graham. Actually inside the 25. 1st and 10 G-Man. So they've worked their way. This drive started at the 10-yard line. This is just the 8th play of the drive coming up. 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left, 2 running backs in the backfield with the quarterback Allen. Put a man in motion. There's a snap. Looking downfield. No one's open. Now he's going to run off to the right on his own, and Allen is drugged down there. So he barely got him across to the shoulder pad. They were wanting another flag.
Let's
there.
be completely honest. That's exactly what the first play was.
It was close as they're wanting a penalty, but they're not going to get it. Cameron Allen there was talking to the ref. He got 4 yards on the carry. Bring up 2nd down and 6. They've got to get it to the 15-yard line. Ball sitting at the 21. Right hash. They're working left to right. 6:05 to go here until the half. A battle between 5 and 1 teams. This is a stout Graham ball club, though. Only loss this year came week 1. There's a snap. Hand off to the right side. Lester to the right side. Gets up past the 20. Good tackle there by Barlow.
Evan Lester plows ahead to near
Lester
the 15-yard line.
got it to 5 yards. Inside the 20 to the 16. And it's 3rd down and 1.
Thomas Barlow.
So big play coming up here. 3rd down and 1. See if the Cats can force a 4th down. At least force them to have to make a decision. Coach Tony Palmer in his 3rd season. He's won 70% of his games. He's 22-9 here at Graham. Shotgun look here. 3rd down and short. Snap. Handoff up the middle, and they got the 1st down, it looks like, before he got met. Plugged up there at the end of that thing, but I think it's enough for the 1st. A good run there on the inside. 1st and 10. Graham, ball sitting at the 13-yard line. Vineyard there on the carry, the linebacker.
Picking up the Graham 1st down.
Vineyard, that is, on the carry. 1st and 10, Graham. It's like clockwork here early in the game for the G-Man. They're just moving down the field. Snap. This time Lester down the left side gets a crease, but he's brought down just past the 10 at the 9-yard line. Another good run. Able to just sort of piece their way down the field when they want to. 4:42 to go until the half. Light breeze still blowing here at the stadium as they wind the clock back up.
You know, they really are just having their way with this Virginia High defense tonight.
Yeah, Dante Harris going to step off the field and take a breather. This was going to be a tough game. Of course, it's still a long way from over. We knew this was going to be a tough one with the G-Man. A lot of athletes on this team. There's a snap. This time, Allen dropping over to the side.
Pick.
This one nearly intercepted. Gazelle almost had the pick. He was diving for it right at the end zone, but it's incomplete. It'll bring up 3rd down and 6 from the 9-yard line. Got to get it down to the 3 if you're the G-Man to get the 1st.
Let's be honest, 6 yards just doesn't seem like a lot for this offense the way they're moving.
They're moving the ball quite a bit here in the early going. Of course, this is a Virginia High defense. It gets stouter in the second half, it seems. At least they have so far this year, only giving up 7.8 points per second half. Of course, the G-Men, a very stout offense, averaging 38 points a game, 343 yards per game, and 241 of those on the ground. Little reverse run this time, trying to get to the outside with Cook.
Short.
But he can't get anywhere. He got close to 3. That'll bring up 4th down and a long 3. Ball sitting at the 6.